The lats, short for latissimus dorsi, are two large muscles that run from the upper arm all the way down to the lower back. When functioning properly, they assist in most rowing and pulling movements. However, when they're too tight, these muscles can contribute to poor posture and improper breathing patterns. Kneel on the floor and extend your arms well beyond your knees. Make sure to place your forearms on the floor as well. Now lower the torso as far down as possible while bringing back the hips. You should now feel a slight stretch in the sides of your back. Hold the stretch for 15 to 30 seconds and return to the initial position. You can also stretch your legs while standing up. Cross your feet and extend your arms over your head, grabbing your right wrist with your left hand. Now lean to your left until you feel a stretch in the side of your back. Hold the stretch and then switch sides. The neck side bend is great for stretching the neck and reducing pain, but has to be done carefully. Pulling too strong can do more harm than good. Stand up straight and place your right arm on the left side of your head. By gently pulling your arm downwards, bring your right ear toward the left shoulder. Hold this position for 15 to 30 seconds and switch sides. Stand straight with your shoulder blades together. Gently move the working arm in front of the body, supported by the opposite arm in front. Press the working arm towards your chest with the opposite arm until you feel a slight stretch in your shoulder. Hold this position for 15 to 30 seconds and then switch sides. Stretching the arms is just as important as stretching any other muscle in your body, but because many people don't know how, they often neglect them. All you need for this stretch is a small towel or rope and you're good to go. Stand straight and grab one end of the small towel with your right hand. Position it behind your head so the towel dangles down behind your body. Reach behind your back with the opposite hand and grab the other end of the towel. Now pull the towel downward with the lower arm and hold the stretch for 15 to 30 seconds. Then repeat with the opposite arm. This stretch is great because it allows you to focus on one side at a time, plus you can do it anywhere there is a wall or a pole. If you sit and type all day, or if you commute long distances, you have to try this chest opening stretch. Stand near a wall and place your right palm on its edge. It should be in line with your shoulder and point your fingers to the right. Keep your hand planted firmly and twist your upper body to the left while opening your shoulders. You should now feel a good stretch in your right shoulder and chest. Hold this position for 15 to 30 seconds and then switch sides. Just like the triceps, the biceps is often forgotten or stretched incorrectly. The correct stretch is similar to the standing pec stretch, only that you grab the wall a little lower and focus the tension on your biceps instead of your chest. Stand straight and hold on to the edge of a wall with your right hand. Now turn your body and take a small step away from the wall. While keeping your arms straight, open your shoulders just as in the pec stretch. Hold the position for 15 to 30 seconds and then switch sides and repeat the stretch with the other arm. The lying ab stretch, also known as the cobra pose in yoga, is a great way to activate your abs, a region that is normally very difficult to stretch. Lie prone on the mat or the floor and position your hands to the side of your shoulders. Now push the torso up as if you were doing a push-up, but keep the pelvis and your lower body on the floor. Hold the stretch for 15 to 30 seconds. Beginners can position the forearms on the floor. This will not raise your upper body as much, putting less tension on your abdominals. The seated back twist will improve mobility and posture by stretching your lower back and spine. Make sure to perform the twisting motion slowly to not hurt yourself. Sit down, bend your right knee and step your right foot over your left leg. Put your right hand on the floor for support with your fingers pointing outward. Bend your left elbow and turn to the right, placing the back of your arm against your right knee. Breathe out as you twist, pressing your arm into your leg and looking over your right shoulder. Hold for 15 to 30 seconds, then slowly return to the center. Switch sides and repeat the motion with the other leg. Abductor stretches target the group of muscles on the inside of the thigh, including the groin. These muscles work to pull the thigh inward and stabilize the pelvis during strength training. Groin and adductor injuries are common in sports that require flexibility in hip outward movements such as hockey players. Sit on the floor with your knees apart and the bottom of your feet together. Keep your chest up and your back straight. Bend forward at the hips and gently apply pressure to your knees, pushing them toward the floor with your elbows. Hold this position for 15 to 30 seconds. Stretching the quads can be done standing up or lying down. The standing quad stretch is the more popular variation, but both are fine and will give you the same result. For the first, stand up and touch a wall or hold on to a chair for balance. Grab the top of your ankle and pull your foot towards your butt. Straighten the hip by moving your knee slightly backward so it points straight towards the floor. Now hold the stretch for 15 to 30 seconds and repeat with the opposite side. For the lying quad stretch, lie on your side and grab your ankle. Then pull your heel towards your butt until a stretch is felt in the front of your thigh. Just like the quad stretch, the hamstring stretch can also be done in two variations, sitting or lying down. The latter will also stretch your hip adductors, but is slightly more difficult to do. Lie on your back and grab your thighs with both hands. Slowly bring your knee towards your chest until you feel a slight stretch. Hold this position for 15 to 30 seconds and then repeat with the other leg. For the sitting hamstring stretch, sit with one leg extended in front of you and the other bent with your foot against your inner thigh. Lean forward with your hips and reach for your ankle until you feel a slight stretch in your hamstring. Hold this position for 15 to 30 seconds and then repeat with the other leg. When stretching the calves, it's important to target both upper and lower calves. It's fairly easy to do, but you have to know how. For the normal calf stretch, place your hands against the wall and stand with your legs staggered in a lunge-like position. Keep the heel of the leg that is extended furthest flat on the floor. Press your weight back so you really stretch your calf and hold for 15 to 30 seconds. Then repeat with the other leg. To stretch your lower calf, you set up like you would for the normal stretch, but this time you keep your legs slightly bent. You should then feel the tension more towards the lower end of your calf. This exercise helps to lengthen the gluteal muscles as well as the upper section of the hamstrings. The hip joint capsule is also being stretched. Lay flat on the floor with both knees bent at around 90 degrees. Now cross one foot over the other bent knee as shown in the video. Push forward the knee of the bent leg with one hand. Hold the position for 15 to 30 seconds and then switch to the other leg. If you want a stronger stretch, pull the knee towards your chest or do the exercise against the wall.